All right, guys. Hello and welcome to our opportunity call this Monday. Appreciate y'all for coming. This is going to be short, simple, painless, I promise. And so I'm going to right away pass it over to my sweet and dear friend, Shaylee Gomez, and then I'm going to follow after her, and then I'm going to ask some questions and so forth and have some interaction in the comments afterwards. So Shaylee, I'm going to pass it on to you, girlfriend.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time, so y'all are gonna hear me flipping. Just ignore it, because like Kelsey said, I'm a squirrel brain. I am a pediatric mental health nurse we live in Enid, Oklahoma. Just a little bit about me. I'm married to a railroader. He works for BNSF. If there's any railroad wives, I feel your pain. But we moved here about 2 years ago to Enid for him to start that job. And actually tomorrow we'll celebrate 2 years married, so that's a fun time. I started Plexus Kelsey just on basically her whole goal in this business and the products throughout like her whole 4 years. When she was going Emerald, I was like, man, I want to jump on this train and get started on the product. So I started in July, and it really was just to feel better. And then Kelsey presented to me the business side of it. And it was just, I was just so open to more. I'm a nurse, so I work the 60, 80 hours a week overtime. We're so short staffed. My husband and I just bought a house in July. And then also we just recently found out we're pregnant. And so I was like, man, an extra income would just be so helpful. And so I was like, Kelsey, I'm here. Like, what do I need to do? And so at first income was just for, get some nails and be able to buy groceries because God knows they're expensive. And then it was like, I'm a nurse and I love helping people. This could be a huge opportunity for me to help people even more than I do so every day. So my first month, I hit my 2 promotions and Plexus paid. I started having the worst tooth pain. I hate the dentist. I don't ever go. But I went to the emergency dentist and I had to have a root canal done. And it was $1,300 after insurance. And Plexus paid all of that. And so then I was like, okay, this is like huge. I didn't have to pull for my savings. I was able to just hand over my card and be like, I can handle this $1,300, which before was not not an option. It was either savings or a credit card. So then we started I had more income coming in and we started putting it towards a fence for our house because we bought a house, but the fence is not good and we have 2 dogs. So that opened up the opportunity for that. And that was another thing that it was like, we don't have to pull from our savings for that. I was able to pay off, we owed $11,000 in taxes for 2023. We were able to pay that off in 6 months. And the last 2 months, that payment came from Plexus. And also it was just the opportunity for me to help people while also earning money. My first event was the first way I did was I just gave Kelsey a shout out about, hey, these are my products that I'm doing on Facebook. Kelsey Web can give you $10 off. And then we did a messenger event. The first 3 people I helped were 2 friends and my aunt. And that's when I really started seeing like, this is such a huge opportunity for me and my family. I use social media. I am not a person that shares I definitely hate recording myself, but I was like, I just remember praying like, Lord, if this is what you want from me, open this door and I will do it. I will fulfill every promise to you. And I'm like about to cry. And he did. Um, I, oh, sorry. I did. I talked in my stories. Kelsey said, hey, I want you to put together 10 people that you can reach out to and help. And I did. And gosh, I didn't. Sorry.
Hormones, girlfriend. It's okay. You're doing great.
Maybe. And so it just opened up so much of an opportunity. To the point my boss was like, why aren't you working overtime? Did we make you mad? And I was like, no, I just don't need to work. I mean, it was literally 60 to 80 hours a week. I was working 3 double 16-hour shifts a week and just exhausted. And I was like, I just don't need that extra money from Integris anymore. I am getting it from Plexus. Like I said, paid off our taxes, didn't have to pull from savings, and now it will be this will actually be our nursery. So we just started planning today what we're going to be doing to it, and Plexus will help pay for that. Um, it doesn't come easy. I remember October was a really hard month for me. I was like, Kelsey was messaging me like, hey, let's promote. You're gonna promote, you're gonna do it. And I was just like, it's like mid-October, and I was like, I don't want to do it. Like I was sick, I didn't feel good. Pregnancy was hitting me hard. So humbling. And I just remember praying again, like, God, I'm here. I'm ready to fulfill whatever you need me to fulfill. And if that's your plan for me, open the door. And he did. And I promoted. And that promotion was huge. And so now I'm working on my 4th promotion in 3 months. And I also saw this quote that just hit me in October, and it said, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. So this job is not something you can do it anytime. You can do it sick. You can do it pregnant. You can do it hurt. You can do it at work. There's days I'm working and I'm still getting VIP customers. So it's just consistency, showing people these products work, and then helping them also. So my goal for this month is now to build my team, and just go from there. My first check with Plexus was $46, and since then I've made about 3,500 altogether. So it's definitely doable. Like I said, I'm not the person that would talk in her stories or even get on a Zoom call, that's for sure. But I'm here and I'm doing it, and it's just been life-changing.
I love it. I am a proud mama bear over here, and I'm just so happy and proud of you. So I love what she said just about some days we don't feel like doing some things, right? It's with everything. Sometimes we don't feel like, mommying, but if you have kids, we know those little ones, they depend on us, right? And so it's the same thing with something that is going to provide maybe some financial freedom for yourself is you have to sometimes do it. Okay. So I am a boy mama to 2 crazy, wild, energetic boys. 4 years ago, I was a 1st grade teacher, and I was supplementing my income with coaching, volleyball coaching. And so as a full-time teacher, then I would go to practices. We were having games 2 to 3 times a week. Saturday games were big for volleyball. And so I was getting pulled in all these directions, and time away from my spouse and time away from my 1.5-year-old. And we were also, little did I know, after starting my Plexus journey a month later, got pregnant just like Shaylee with our rainbow Plexus baby. And so I was pregnant at the time as well. And so the first month that I started sharing Plexus, I earned $4,000 in 1 month. That covered what I would have made in 6, 7 months with that supplemental coaching job. And so I caught the vision for what this could do financially very fast for my family and for myself. And so I hit the ground running. I knew that I wanted to get to a certain promotion in Plexus, a point where I could leave teaching and be that work from home mom. I didn't want to stay at home. I wanted to work from home. I wanted to provide something, but work from home and be able to have that blessing. And so that's exactly what I've done with this opportunity. And I've stayed consistent. And the difference between me and Shaylee is we have never quit. There are some people that start this journey and they take that leap of faith, but they get to a point in life where things get hard and they quit. They quit on themselves. And so I would say to you guys, if you're here tonight listening and you haven't done something uncomfortable in your life, this is your sign. Do something uncomfortable to see growth on the other side of it. And you will reap the benefits if you don't quit. Okay. So I love that Plexus is different. We are different. We are a faith-based company. We pray here. We come together, we'll lay hands on you. We are a debt-free company. And so that is why we are able to get paid so well like we do. We learn as one, we grow as one, we pray as one, and we do it together. And so we have so many great resources here that you don't have to do this alone. We have step-by-step help that guide you throughout your entire journey here. You never have to say, how do I do that? Because we literally have every resource that you'll need. Okay. And then what I wanted to say was there was this quote I saw today. Where is it at? I had it in my notes. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, there's someone that needs to be muted. Here we go. Mute. Okay, so put in the chat, what could $300 do for you and your family? I want to hear what y'all have to say. Think about holidays, debt, bills. For me, that's groceries for us, me and my family. Costco, we can't go to the store without paying $300. Yes, extra student loans. Okay, put in the chat now a yes or no. Do you know 3 people that could benefit from these products or from extra streams of income? Or an extra stream of income? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So if you're here tonight or you're listening to the recording and you want something to change, you need something to change, or you're willing to get a little uncomfortable and try something out with the help of this One Plexus community, this amazing team that you have right here, we invite you to get with the person that invited you and chat with them about getting started and about what that looks like for you. Figure out your why. Again, this is for all ages, all walks of life. And I just want you to know you have a seat at this table. Okay. So I told you short and sweet, to the point. I just want to say thank you all so much for coming. And I hope y'all truly do have a blessed rest of your week. See you guys.